Kṛṣṇa.
Kṛṣṇa.
Welcome to our channel, Pray and Preach.
So you can see it's a new setup now, and we have been trying since quite some time now to find a place and to find a proper setup for our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Because everything which has to be offered to like Guru Gauranga, it has to be perfect. So
we're always striving to improve. So we got something to record our voices that's going to be more clear, and also camera equipment that's also going to make clearer videos.
Yeah.
But just like how when we are offering offering bhoga to Kṛṣṇa, we first say the pranam mantra of our guru, then of Srila Prabhupada, then of Lord Chaitanya, then of Kṛṣṇa. And so just systematically it goes, we're trying to offer something so eventually it can be perfect.
Yeah, it goes
so the guru,
from the parampara.
Yes, the guru makes it perfect, then his guru makes it more perfect, and slowly like that.
Till
so
Kṛṣṇa, it becomes like ultimate perfect.
Exactly.
Because he is the ultimate perfect.
Exactly. So our YouTube also, we're putting it in this way. It's an offering. And so right now it may not be perfect, but we're giving our best, and we're giving it to our guru.
Please let us know in the comments so that we can make it more perfect if there are any faults in the video, in the equipments that we're using.
Yes.
So
there's always room for improvement.
So that was the disclaimer, the introduction, whatever.
Now
we are going to talk about the advent, the auspicious appearance of Lord Chaitanya.
Yes, because
Gaura
Purnima is coming.
2024 is just like after 3 days, and
Yes.
we are supremely excited for that.
Supreme.
So in this video we are going to be talking about two aspects of Lord Chaitanya. Like first one is the appearance, because of course he's appearing on the 25th March. And second, we are going to be talking about the teachings that he gave 500 years ago when he appeared.
Now,
so,
of course, both of these aspects are can be spoken about forever. They have so much, but we're just going to cover a little bit and try to cover the essence also.
Yeah.
But whatever we're doing is just to help this remembrance of Lord Chaitanya, because before approaching a festival or a special event, we want to absorb ourselves in that festival and that mood.
Because oftentimes I feel that even sometimes I go to the temple, but it's like I'm so like attracted from outside environment that I'm not able to see the deities even.
Exactly. And so in order to have a connection, in order to be there and be in the moment,
it's like 24/7 of here Shravanam and Kirtanam. That's what we're going to be seeing the deities.
Yeah. So let's start. Now we're going to be starting with
the appearance of Lord. Oh my gosh.
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
I'm so nervous.
We're a little bit nervous because this is a new setup and we're not used to just sitting down here and speaking to a camera.
You would have seen our earlier videos, like we are just taking the phone and vlogging here and there, but now it's kind of professional, so I'm a bit shy and nervous. But it's okay, Kṛṣṇa will take it. So talking about the appearance of Lord Chaitanya, he appeared, our dear most Nimai, he appeared 500 years ago when the Kali Yuga just like wasn't so degraded. So
Kali Yuga started 5,000 years ago, right?
Just when Lord Kṛṣṇa, he departed from this world.
Yes.
And then
Kali Yuga started. And so till Mahaprabhu came, Kali Yuga was there, but it wasn't as degraded as it is now.
And that's why all the demigods, all the heavenly damsels and everyone, they are trying to take birth in this earth, because Lord Chaitanya came 500 years ago and he gave the Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtan. He gave us the Harinama, and in these 10,000 years, still we have 10,000 years left to make it to Goloka Vrindavan. And this 10,000 year is the golden opportunity of the golden incarnation, Gauranga Mahaprabhu.
And we'll talk about more why this opportunity is very, very important. This goes into the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. Right now we're going to talk about
appearance. So Lord Chaitanya appeared 500 years ago, and on the request of the very dear most devotee of Lord, Lord Advaita Acharya, who is the combined incarnation of Sadashiva and Mahavishnu. So he was praying to Lord Chaitanya, Lord Vishnu, that, oh my God, look at these people, they are becoming so irreligious, and they are doing all kinds of nonsense. They are doing forbidden activities like sakam karma, karma kanda, And even the Brahmanas, they are not following their duties. And they were not allowing even the Vaishnavas to worship Kṛṣṇa. So Lord Advaita Acharya, he was like in a very what situation?
He was in a very sad situation because the nature of devotees is very compassionate.
Yeah.
And seeing everyone, he's thinking like, oh my God, like he's overwhelmed with anxiety and sadness that how can everyone be so degraded and everyone is missing out so much.
Because the devotee of the Lord, he knows who are we and what is our service. So, but the people outside, they are so much driven into the sense gratification and the sense enjoyment that the devotee of the Lord, the pure devotees, feel that what are these guys even doing? Like they have this constitutional position with Kṛṣṇa, and they are just...
He knows the bliss because he's a devotee of Kṛṣṇa, and he knows the bliss of what it's like to serve Kṛṣṇa. This is the highest bliss.
And how miserable this world is, actually.
And seeing people trying to get happiness from material sense enjoyment.
And in previous videos,
gets so frustrated.
Yeah, in previous videos I even spoke about that we are not the senses. So no matter how much we try to enjoy our senses, we will never be happy because we are not our senses.
Exactly.
So,
and even if we get some happiness, it's temporary.
Yes, like flickering. Like
so, Srila Prabhupada says, just try to become Kṛṣṇa conscious.
Just give
and be
this
eternally happy. Eternally happy. You have like one life to just serve Kṛṣṇa a little bit, which is so blissful.
Yeah.
And then an eternity of bliss. Like
exactly. No
who
limitations.
can fathom?
No limitations to that bliss. So Lord Advaita Acharya, he was crying in feelings of separation that please Mahaprabhu, please Kṛṣṇa, please appear onto this planet, see the miserable condition. Now you may ask the question that, okay, if Lord Advaita Acharya, he's the combined incarnation of Sadashiv and Mahavishnu, then how can he not do anything for the welfare of the people himself?
Yeah, like why can't he liberate them?
Yeah.
Why can't...
Because he cannot give liberation or the love of Godhead to the masses. This can only be done by Kṛṣṇa himself or Mahaprabhu himself. So he has his own limitations. So that's when near Ganges he was living in Shantipura, and he started to begin worshipping his own Shaligram Shila with Tulasi and Gangajal. And one more point that I wanted to add here is that whoever worships Hari, Lord Hari, with Tulasi and Gangajal, Lord Hari just sells them.
He's sold to them.
Yeah, he's sold to that devotee. He just sells himself.
Because Tulsi Maharani is very dear to Lord Kṛṣṇa.
Yeah, Kṛṣṇa
and
Prayasi.
also, yes.
Yeah.
And so what we try to do is the trick of the devotee is to serve Kṛṣṇa through something that he already likes.
That's when Lord Brahma
why we go through Kṛṣṇa through his devotee, through our guru. We try to serve Kṛṣṇa through our guru. Because Kṛṣṇa already has an affinity of love for his devotee. And so when we serve that devotee, Kṛṣṇa sees us.
Yeah.
And so we want to be seen by Kṛṣṇa.
That's why Lord Brahma, when Mother Earth was in a very miserable situation before the advent of Lord Kṛṣṇa in the Upper Yuga, she became as a cow and went to Kṛṣṇa.
Because Kṛṣṇa loves cows.
So that's how, then Kṛṣṇa became like, oh, now I have to help Mother Earth because she became a cow for me.
Yes. Also, when Lord Indra was asking for forgiveness for tormenting Braj for 7 days and 7 nights, he came to Kṛṣṇa to apologize with Surabhi Devi in front of him.
Yeah.
And so, because Kṛṣṇa likes cows.
So coming back to the appearance.
This is the thing about Kṛṣṇa consciousness, is that everything is so blissful and there's so much. And so even if we're just trying to simply talk about the appearance of Lord Chaitanya, there's so much more.
Yeah, so much that we go from this topic to that topic.
Exactly.
Because we are practicing devotees, but we love glorifying Kṛṣṇa because that's our only hope. That's what we have learned from Srila Prabhupada, to always glorify Kṛṣṇa.
But so try to focus on the main message of this video.
Yes.
And try to understand the teachings. I mean, whatever we're saying.
Yeah. Just focus, absorb your mind.
Yeah.
In the lotus feet of Lord
Because sometimes
Gaura
when you miss something, then like you miss a big chunk of stuff. But everything is important here.
Yes, we are just trying to
continue.
do the best. Okay, so then Mahaprabhu had to come now. Like, oh my God, my dear most devotee, Lord Advaita Acharya is praying so hard. So he's like, okay, now I'll come.
Yeah.
So he came.
Because Kṛṣṇa only does things for his
the pleasure
devotees.
of the devotees.
Yes, he's sold by his devotees. Can you imagine?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, sold by the devotees.
Exactly.
So, so then Mahaprabhu came here. And then he came on the night of Amavasya because the moon also thought that how can I even have the audacity to be in the sky? Even Gaura Chandra, the moon of our lives, is coming. So he even got like, okay, I don't want to show myself.
Became shy.
Yeah. So then Mahaprabhu in the Amavasya is supposed to be an inauspicious night. So all the the residents of Navadvipa, they were chanting Hari Hari, the Hari Dhwani, they were chanting. And then the Muslims were there, but they were like quite hesitant that, oh, it's like Hindu religion, how I'm gonna supposed to chant the name of Hari. But seeing the seriousness of the situation that, okay, this is an inauspicious time and all the Hindus, all the people, they are into the Ganges taking dips, so they thought, okay, it's better to switch and just to chant Hari Hari. So everyone, all the residents of Navadvipa, it be Hindus or Muslim, they all went to the Ganges and started taking dip there. So that also shows the mood and the mission behind the advent of Lord Chaitanya, that even though even the Muslims started chanting Hare Krishna. Yeah. So like Lord Chaitanya is not seeing any difference. He doesn't see any disqualifications. He's just giving out the love of Godhead freely, which is the most confidential love.
And even if you're going to be hesitant about chanting, or you're going to be kind of like not doing it in the right mood maybe, initially, Mahaprabhu doesn't see that. As long as you're there and you're doing it, that's what he sees and that's what he appreciates.
And that's what I have seen in my life as well, that just standing in front of the deities Gaura, whatever you're praying for your spiritual life, it's just like, it's like a transparent media that they are there and they are listening to your prayers. Like, just pray that, oh Lord Chaitanya, oh Nityananda Prabhu, I don't have any love for you. And I don't know what am I even doing in this material world.
And I don't even know who you are really. And
I don't know how to love you because I don't have any love for you.
Yeah. But I just know that I should love you. And I should know you.
Yes. So
but if you talk to them like this, they will hear you.
Yeah, and they will do the needful. They will help you. Trust me. We have all been there and we are just continuing by the mercy of Gaura Hari. Yeah. And Nityananda, of course. So, that was the... I made some points. I'm just going to refer to them. Okay, yeah. So, now you can have the question that, what is the need of...
Somebody's calling.
So, what is the need of Kṛṣṇa and the incarnations and Gauranga Mahaprabhu to appear in this earth? Like, okay, he is just enjoying his pastimes. He is enjoying with the eternal associates, and why does he even want to look at the jivas who rebelled against him? Like sometimes I feel that why would Kṛṣṇa even want me, knowing that I rebelled against him?
Yeah, knowing that I turned him down like a billion times.
Exactly.
Like why? Just imagine if someone that you loved would always reject you. Like at one point, maybe, okay, the first or second time, because you love them so much, then you'll accept them. But so many times, they've rejected you. At one point, you're going to be like, okay, if I'm just going to care about myself for a moment, I'm not going to...
entertain this person anymore.
I'm not going to entertain you, exactly.
But Kṛṣṇa is so tolerant. I think he's a Supreme Personality of Tolerance, humility, and like the love personified, that he has been with us in the body of a hog, the pig. I mean, that's the exaggeration. Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Satyam Param Dhimai, like the purest, is in the body with the soul, next to the soul, in the body of a pig. So now you can imagine how much he loves us.
Because we wanted to enjoy eating poop.
Exactly. Because
And then Kṛṣṇa came with us, even if we had that desire. Can you believe? Like, imagine your friend loves you so much that he's even gonna come you to that most degraded situation.
okay, my friend wants to eat poop, so I'm gonna
I'm gonna go with them and support them. Not support them, but just like be there with them
because we love them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is so funny.
Yeah.
So basically, ये जो पूरा ताम झाम है.
Okay, हिंदी में बात करो.
Yeah. So ये जो पूरा ताम झाम है, इस पूरे material world का creation, maintenance, annihilation, then again creation, maintenance, annihilation, and never ending, right? This is all because Kṛṣṇa wants us to say, Kṛṣṇa, I surrender. I accept your masterhood. Now please take me back home, back to Godhead. I want to serve you. That's it. This is the whole, like the key, जो एक जड़ होती है, the root behind the whole complicated manifestation of the creations and everything is just Kṛṣṇa wants us to say that. Because Kṛṣṇa cannot force us to do something. Kṛṣṇa cannot tell us that, oh, no, you are supposed to serve me. That would be a very proud thing for him to say that, remember? Like in Bhagavad Gita also,
and that
when he
would
says,
giving us our free will.
yeah, because the jiva has always this free will that he can choose between Maya and Kṛṣṇa. So this is up to us. Very tiny. That's the only free will we have. And in that tiny free will, we create a havoc.
Exactly. And Kṛṣṇa has to create this entire thing for us to just use that tiny free will.
Exactly. So even among the six questions of the sages from Naimisharanya, one question was that why the Kṛṣṇa has to come here? Like, what is the reason of his descent? It's just to reclaim the lost conditioned souls back to his abode. So this is the whole purpose why Kṛṣṇa appears. And then we in this appearance day of Lord Chaitanya, I know like we don't have much love for him, but just like if a person has a birthday, we go to their birthday and we give him a present. Remember? Like since childhood, we have been going to these birthday parties and we just want to give a birthday present, and in return they give us something. But here we are giving a present of unalloyed devotional service, or maybe like just chanting his holy names, and then in return, because he is Supreme Personality of Godhead, so in return he's gonna give us so much that we won't be able to handle. So
but we shouldn't be thinking about what we're getting in return.
I mean to say, like, it's spiritually what we are getting in return, because we are not talking about anything to get from Kṛṣṇa. We don't want anything from Kṛṣṇa. He left his Mahaprabhu, he left his own residence in Navadvipa. He left his Vishnu Priya wife. He left his mother, like Sachi Mata, the most Bengali mother.
Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine?
He left his beautiful appearance as Lord Nimai. And
because he was so beautiful, he had long locks of black hair,
and he was golden complexion. Can you imagine? Kṛṣṇa is beautiful, Radharani is beautiful, and they are both combined.
And then it's just this.
Oh my God! I cannot bear to see them.
But he didn't completely leave his complexion. What would you say? He didn't completely leave it. Like, he was still beautiful, but he had, as Nimai, he was so beautiful with his hair, and he shaved that. So just so he could come and be a sannyasi and preach to us.
Yes. So he
was
did
still beautiful,
so much. Yeah, of
before
course
and after, but everyone was attached to that hair. And so he even left that. Yeah, we're all attached to our hair these days. Can you imagine?
Living in Vrindavan. Yeah. We are so attached to our hair.
And
whatever is left.
The salt water makes it to one strand.
And one devotee told me that the salty water is because the gopis has been crying, so the water is salty. So that is giving me relief to wash my hair. But
basically, we're all attached to our hair, right? And can you imagine the Supreme Lord's hair? And can you imagine how much the devotees around him were attached to that hair?
Actually, his renunciation is the actual renunciation, because he actually is the owner of everything. We don't even have... Exactly, right?
Yeah.
His renunciation is the true renunciation. Whatever we think we have, like, for example, she has this glass. Yeah. It's not hers. It's ultimately Kṛṣṇa's.
Oh my God, and that's why Kṛṣṇa has these 6 opulences, and one of the opulences is renunciation. Because although he has all opulences.
He's not attached.
All wealth.
He's not telling
all
us
beauty,
to come back.
All strength.
Powerful. All riches.
All riches. He's detached.
He's detached.
He renounces it. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Java.
Chalo. So yeah, that's the end. And the various reasons. Just the last thing. The various reason there were various reasons also for his appearance.
Yeah.
Is that he wanted to see that why is this so that the devotees of mine are enjoying and having pleasure more than me myself. So he was like, okay, maybe I would have to take the appearance Srimati Radharani because Srimati Radharani is the topmost devotee. And so he was thinking that, okay, I need to take the mood and the bhava of Srimati Radharani to understand what she experiences.
Yes, exactly.
So this
I need to just be her for some time so I can understand like what.
And in that also Kṛṣṇa was not able to understand. He was like becoming like so ecstatic. Like Srimati Radharani has so much love for Kṛṣṇa and she is able to control that within her heart. But Kṛṣṇa, taking the mood and the bhava of Srimati Radharani, he was not even able to control because it was too much for Shri Kṛṣṇa. So he became Mahaprabhu and he became so much ecstatic in his last leelas, the ending leelas, the pastimes. He became so ecstatic. He even used to like break his head against the wall and it was just ecstatic. Ecstatic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, basically, like I said before, there's so much more to say. But this is our humble attempt to just say whatever we know. And so
we just want to glorify Kṛṣṇa, and I don't know if we are actually glorifying Kṛṣṇa or just glorifying ourselves.
No. Anyways, going on to Kṛṣṇa, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings.
Oh yeah, now we are talking about the teachings.
Yes.
My part is done.
Part 2. The main point that we wanted to bring up is that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came as a devotee of the Lord. So even though he is the Lord, and even he's the same as Kṛṣṇa, where Kṛṣṇa is, all the expansions of Kṛṣṇa come from Kṛṣṇa, the form of Kṛṣṇa playing the flute as a blue boy. So in the same with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the expansions of Lord Kṛṣṇa come from Mahaprabhu also.
Yes.
And so
there is no difference between Kṛṣṇa and Mahaprabhu.
Yes.
It's not that the Mahaprabhu is incarnation of
Kṛṣṇa.
Kṛṣṇa or
No.
Vishnu. No, they're similar.
It is. He is.
It's just that Kṛṣṇa taking the complexion and the bhava of Srimati Radharani. That's
the
exact
only
Kṛṣṇa
difference.
is there.
Yeah.
But taking the mode of Srimati Radharani.
That's it. And so, even though he is Kṛṣṇa himself, when he came to Kali Yuga, he came as a devotee of Kṛṣṇa. And his main motive and only motive was to share how to love, and to share and show by example how to love Kṛṣṇa.
Here, one point is that people say that, okay, for Kṛṣṇa it was so easy to speak Bhagavad Gita because he doesn't have to follow. He's a god.
Oh.
So Mahaprabhu came as
the devotee.
Yeah, as a devotee to show that what I said was actually correct and you were supposed to do that.
And let me
I'm
show
doing
you
that.
how you do this.
Yeah.
And how do you do this? You do this by service. Because how do you love someone? You love someone because you get to know them.
Yes.
And how do you get to know someone? Is when you get to serve them.
Yeah, when you surrender. That's the start,
Surrendering, we want to surrender, but I guess it comes over time because it's
a
hard
process,
to surrender.
Of course.
But the main thing is that he gave us this service, and the greatest service is to chant the holy names of the Lord.
Yeah.
And so he came with this gift of the Maha Mantra, and someone is knocking. 1 second, and pause. So Mahaprabhu came. And he came as a devotee of the Lord, and he came to teach us how to love Kṛṣṇa. And to love Kṛṣṇa, he taught us that we should serve Kṛṣṇa. And to serve Kṛṣṇa, he taught us to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So he gave us this Maha Mantra. And so, not only did he give us this Maha Mantra though, he gave us the Shikshastakam, which is an 8
Sanskrit verses.
8 Sanskrit verses.
Actually, Mahaprabhu never wrote a book. He just gave his 8
Sanskrit verses. And these verses teach us how we can chant the holy name.
In what mood we have to chant the holy name.
Exactly. And so, the third verse, it speaks that
Trinada
Pisani
Pishani
Chena
Chena
Tarora
Tarora Vasaheshnuna Amani
Manina
Namanadena
Manadena
Kirtanya
Kirtanya
Sadahari.
Sadahari. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind. So this is the first teaching. I mean, first way to chant the holy name of the Lord. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah. And the second, so one should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than a straw on the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respects to others. And so basically, this means that one should be very, very, very humble. And this goes into being duplicit.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
Maybe if you read this verse, you'll feel like, oh my god, this is such a stupid exaggeration. Like, how can you be tolerant than a blade of grass? Are you going to be like lying down
more
in front of
tolerant
the
than a tree,
devotees and
more
devotees
humble.
are going to walk you over? No, it's not. It doesn't say that. It's just that you be humble as much as possible.
Yeah. And
Because there is no limit of devotion, there is no limit to be humble.
You get too excited. Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, basically, there's a way to be humble, and we can learn that. It comes over time, but to be humble means to think less of yourself
Yeah.
and to think more of Kṛṣṇa.
Yes. And also being honest with
yes,
yourself.
that's exactly what I was going to say. To be humble means to be truthful.
Yes.
Because if you're truthful about who you are,
Exactly.
then you will automatically be
I was
humble
in-
because you are nothing great.
Yes,
I mean, not that you're nothing great, but we're all nothing great.
Yeah. I was in Mayapur, ISKCON Leadership Sangha.
Yeah.
And I met Prabhupada disciple, this Mataji, Sudhavaha Mataji.
Yeah.
And I asked her that. I love asking different Prabhupada disciples different opinions about humility.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know every aspect of what they think about being humble. So I asked her, and she said that it's just about being honest with yourself and being honest in front of Kṛṣṇa.
Yes.
Like telling Kṛṣṇa in what level your anarthas is, and not like faking it just to get some votes from the people or getting some false pride, from people. Just being honest.
At the end of the day, look, listen, like can you just imagine how minute we are individually?
Exactly. We are servants.
If we even just try to understand that, then we can understand actually we are just a servant, right? And my only thing that I should be concerned about is how can I serve Kṛṣṇa? How can I serve others? And so in this way we can be humble. And this is what Mahaprabhu has taught us, is that in order to love Kṛṣṇa, we have to chant this holy name. And in order to chant this holy name to get a result, we must be humble to chant it.
And if you know that you are the part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then you will understand that everyone is a part and parcel of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, if someone is a part and parcel of Supreme Personality of Godhead, imagine, you have to, you're natural to serve the part of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Yeah.
So you're servant to everyone, because everyone is a part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's why when your initiation is done, you have been given a name of Dasi or Das, because your constitutional position is to be a Das or a Dasi. But basically everyone is a Dasi because Kṛṣṇa is the Govindam Adi Purusha. So,
okay, you wanted to end something with...
Yeah, I also want to say that the really important aspect of getting the mercy of Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is when you're not duplicit. So basically, Lord Chaitanya, I think I have said in the previous videos also that Mahaprabhu is Patit Pavan, but he's not Kapat Pavan. Like, kapat means like the cheating mentality, the cheating propensity that we all have in this Kali Yuga, because we are conditioned souls and we have 4 defects. But like sticking on to that. Okay, we understand that we have a problem with ourselves, but we don't want to exploit someone on that problem, on that cheating propensity
that we have.
Yeah, like, but being duplicitous, being fake, being cheating, like being a cheater is a patit situation. So Mahaprabhu would be happy to help us and correct us. But just holding on to that anartha and exploiting people, that will not please Mahaprabhu. And then you will be devoid of his mercy.
Yes.
Because
And
He
so
will
this
try-
also goes back to the point about being honest,
Being honest.
being humble.
Yeah.
And this is very important. We want Lord Mahaprabhu's mercy, okay? We want to be dear to him. And so that's why I wanted to actually end with something. This is from the Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Anapekṣa, what?
Oh yeah.
Anapekṣa, śucir, dakṣa, udāsīno, gata-vyathaḥ, sarvārambha-parityāgī, yo me bhaktaḥ same priyaḥ.
A devotee who is not dependent on others, but who is dependent solely on me, who is clean inwardly and outwardly, who is expert, indifferent to material things, who is expert, indifferent to material things,
Like indifferent
without
to material things.
cares for and free from all pains, and who rejects all pious and impious activities, is very dear to me. The word anapekṣa means that one should not be concerned with mundane people and should not depend upon them. One should depend solely on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and be free from all material desires. One should also be clean within and without. To be outwardly clean, one should regularly bathe with soap and oil. And to be inwardly clean, one should always be absorbed in the thoughts of Kṛṣṇa, or Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The words you do the Sanskrit.
The word sarvārambha-parityāgī indicates
that one should not be interested in so-called
smārta-vidhi.
of pious or impious activities.
That means, Srila Prabhupada says that we don't do any pious activity, we don't do any sinful activity. We just depend on Kṛṣṇa.
Exactly.
And
we
what-
do that just by
Giving it
giving
all.
unalloyed service to him.
Yeah, unalloyed. Like, for example, if you bought a package of food or maybe milk, and there's like a bunch of dust, and you put it, like somebody put it, how agitated will you be? Because that's not pure.
Yeah.
So you are offering something impure to Kṛṣṇa and thinking that he will be pleased. Like, dude, come on.
I'm lost.
It's okay.
You continue.
No, but I just need to say that just understand that Kṛṣṇa is even accepting that alloyed devotional service. He's also even accepting that in the thought that, okay, one day by keeping on serving me, even like that,
You
he will be
purified.
unalloyed.
Yes.
So, but it is our duty that if Kṛṣṇa is like 100 times ahead, we should be like doing something for him. Like, how long we will be asking for material benefits from Kṛṣṇa, knowing that at the time of the death, everything will be done. Everything will be like mrityu sarvācāh, like something like that in the Bhagavad Gita. Like in the form of Kal, I take everything from like the materialist. And also this anapekṣa word, it's such an amazing word. And even in Srimad Bhagavatam, like just a small thing that I wanted to share, because this, I think that most people do not know and they are making this false in their everyday life, is that over sense enjoyment, or maybe over sense enjoyment in case of lust,
Desires.
and overeating,
yes.
and over dependency on someone reduces your lifespan.
Wow.
You'll die quicker if you do these three things.
But most importantly, what we're trying to say is
So
that
that's why it's,
we want to be dear to Lord Chaitanya, and he's telling us, okay, you don't do these things and you be dear to me.
yeah.
And so
So
please
just depend
let
on
us
Mahaprabhu.
meditate on these things.
Yes, and Gaura Purnima, every year, mercifully, we are so grateful to Srila Prabhupada and his movement.
Someone is knocking again.
It's okay, I don't know. So mercifully, Lord Srila Prabhupada has given this an amazing life that every other day is a festival, and we get to bring out that service nature more and more, because near the events, near the festivals, we get to serve more and more. So it's such a beautiful time that Gaura Purnima is coming up. So please do something.
Please try to remember Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
by chanting
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
All glories to Srila
Prabhupada
Prabhupada.
ki Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya.